Hello and Happy New Year, Aries. This is your January 2018 forecast. This is a general reading, so it may not apply to all of you, but it will apply to some. Go ahead and check out your moon and rising signs, because those messages may also apply to you, and you can get a more well-rounded reading that way. Let's see. Ooh, let's just want to pop out. I'm gonna just shuffle the cards really quick. I'm gonna get started right now. So you can see that. Is that still in the frame? Okay. All right, let's get started. Show me. Ooh. Ooh. Look at you, huh? Check you out, Aries. You got a lot of people here. Okay. Okay. The bottom of the deck, we have the Magician. And it's a great energy because it's a creative energy. It's you knowing that you're the master of your own reality, and you know that you have all the tools you need to create the life you want. As it relates to your reading, you may be going after, I see you going after some things here with the Knight of Wands, and this is usually a very fiery energy, such as yourself. You may be going after either emotional stability or a man or a woman that is emotionally stable here. You may be going after a relationship or some sort of emotional stability. This could also be you. With this Queen of Wands, it is a very passionate energy, but also a very vivacious one too. You stand in your power. You know exactly what you bring to the table. You know what you have to offer. You are not, since you are the queen here, you are not the one going, you are the one kind of like receiving it all. And I think this is what you expect, right? So you're expecting to get exactly what you want. And then you can relax. I feel like the first half of the month, you've got your sights set on something and you're going after it with the expectation that you will acquire it. Because then you have this Four of Swords here, which is a much deserved rest or time of relaxation. I do feel like, the sense that I'm getting is once the work is done, then I can rest. And you may not be going after a person, you may not be going after a relationship, but I feel like this is something you are very passionate about, and it brings you the stability that you're looking for. Yeah, I do feel like these are two facets of your own personality here. You are standing in your own power, but you also understand that you're the one that can do the work. You're the one who can go after what you want. And you've got no qualms about that. You are willing to do the work. Aries are very hard workers. Okay, so in the second half of the month, I see you a bit reclusive, and sort of just thinking about past hurts, things that didn't work out in the past. This is with that Five of Cups there. You're looking at something that didn't work out in the past, And and to me, it's sort of like you're going over in your head this, what you've lost in that situation or in that relationship, whatever the case may be. I feel you sort of thinking about what you could have done differently, and it's not, and I don't think like you are trying to figure out a way to fix it. You're sort of like, well, I could have done this differently. I could have, why did I do that? I feel you sort of like questioning yourself a lot. The first half of this month feels so different from the second half. I have to say, I don't see any tie between the first and the second half. I feel like you are so focused, and that's the thing about Aries. You guys have laser focus. So once you're so focused on whatever you're doing here, that once you're done with it, and you have time to actually rest, is when you start thinking about all these like I don't want to say negative, but these sort of like thoughts that rack your brain now and then start creeping up, and it's because you're sort of, you've got nothing else to focus on. I don't want you to think that this is something that is a genuine like situation or upset, something you should worry yourself over, because it's really because you've got nothing else to focus on. And it's I that did come out a little short. It's not that you have nothing else to focus on. You're done with the task at hand, so you kind of have a little time on your hands. And I see this, and you have the 8 of Wands here, right? So there's something that with the 4 of Pentacles, you're letting go of something. I think you're letting go of a dream, or you're letting go of this hope that something that you wanted to work out. You're I think you're letting that idea go, and it's just, I think you're coming to terms that it's not going to work out. And this happens very quickly, and you're kind of over it very quickly too. You understand, like, you're over this. You're over it very quickly. Like, you understand, you know what, that sucked. I know I'm not going to get what I want in this regard, and I know I can't really fix it. Things are just not going to work out the way I want them to. But I'm ready to let it go, and it's going to happen very quickly. You're kind of like, you come to terms with it, and you're over it in a flash. And that's one of the great things about Aries. You guys, you recognize a mistake or something that could possibly upset you, or some sort of like unfortunate series of events or event that you're like, okay, fine, this is it, and I'm just gonna deal with it. I really admire that about you guys. Now, I'm gonna pull some clarifiers from the Fountain Tarot deck. This is really one of the most beautiful decks I've ever had. I have to find a little book. Where'd it go? So, sorry, I'm just like looking for the little booklet it comes with. I'm gonna pull 2 clarifiers for you. To pause this video really quick so I can look for it, because the messages in that little book are really amazing, and I want you guys to hear it. Okay. Oh, let's just do this. All right. Hold on. There we go. Oh, I found it. Never mind. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so here's the Fountain Tarot. This is the little booklet it comes with, and I'll read from that in a bit. All right, so the Magician in the reverse. Interesting. Okay. Maybe they're battling something here. Maybe. Okay. Let's just see what the cards say. So you've got the 3 of coins there. And the artwork here in this deck is like really beautiful. And that's the Magician. I'll show you upright what it looks like. You got this in reverse. Okay, so I'll put that there. And here. Switching. Okay. The first card is the 3 of Cups. No, 3 of Coins. Alright, so this is Expertise United. A dream is developing and taking root. Sometimes called the Craftsman card, the 3 of Coins represents masterful elements coming together to create something unique and refined, either as a group of individuals or as characteristics within an individual himself or herself. Inspiration, funding, and expertise are all falling into place, making the time of preparation well worth it, and the success of the endeavor ensured. So this is a coming together of the elements, a masterful collaboration, a balance of inspiration, resources and skill, thoughtful planning and implementation, craftsmanship rewarded, a cooperative venture, the best of what we can be. I feel like this relates more to the first half of the month where you're going after what you want, you're sort of achieving things and checking things off your list and really going after what you want. And you have a time of well-deserved rest. So this is your reward. This may be a vacation that you're planning. But you're applying your skills, you're applying your expertise in the matter to get things done, whether that's in work or in your life, or if there's any special projects you're working on. You're using what you have, your best assets. You're putting them forward so you get this done. And we have the Magician reversed. Let's take a look at that. Number 1, okay. Okay. So I'm going to read the meaning of the card and then read what it means reversed. As the first guide on the journey to enlightenment, the Magician reveals the raw symbols of the suits, the tools from which anything can be created, the wands, swords, cups, and coins. The Magician advises that all new creations, if they are to succeed, require more than just skill. They require faith in the unknowable, a magical energy. He urges you to speak aloud what it is that you want, to will it into existence, releasing it from the world of mere hopes and thoughts. The Magician assures that through discipline and surrender, you become the connection between the earthly and the divine. However, reversed, it says that it is uncommitted, apathetic, disconnected, careless, blocked, irresponsible, and deceitful. And I think this has got to be for the second half, because I feel these were the traits you were exhibiting when you sort of experienced this loss. And I think that's the mourning that you're feeling here. Like you're mourning the loss of who you used to be, or that person, these undesirable traits that you were exhibiting. And I think you realize the faults, your faults, and I don't like to put blame on anyone, but I do feel like, you're sort of taking the responsibility here, and that's why it's so quick for you to get over it. You're sort of just owning up to it and then moving on. You don't want to sulk in it too much, because that's not what you guys do. If this was someone who had hurt you in the past, this wouldn't have been so quick, and you wouldn't have let go so easily. Yeah. Let me see what else do I have for you. I'll look at the cards one more time and see if there's anything I missed. I definitely don't think this is a love reading. If this were a love reading, I've got to say that you've got two choices here between two queens. And you're going just the way the knight is positioned in the middle of these two women. And they don't have to be women. These are just archetypes. Keep that in mind. They could be men or women. This knight is moving towards this queen, the emotional stability. So you're gonna, if this is a love triangle, which I don't think it is. I don't think it's a love triangle where everyone's sort of like they know about each other, but you are dating around, which is great. Do it. I say when you're single, you definitely should keep your options open. You have two choices here, and you have two very good choices. They're both queens, and they both bring a lot to the table, but I feel like because this person is so similar to you, that might create too much of a volatile relationship, because you're both fire energies. But you're gonna go to your opposite. I'm always attracted to my opposite side, so I get it. But you're gonna go the way of the emotional stability here, and I think you've made your choice, really. With this Four of Swords here, you're sort of like, you're not thinking about it anymore. You've made your choice, and you're comfortable with it. You're happy with your choice. Obviously, this person will not be happy with it. But there is some regret here. I do feel in the second half of the month, you may be thinking, you know what, I may have made the wrong choice here, but you've got 2 cups behind you. I wouldn't worry about it too much, and it's quick. That feeling is quick to just be over, and you're not going to feel it for too long. You're kind of going to just let it go. It's really not what you want, and I think you're sort of just letting this idea go. Yeah, I don't really see anything else here. I wish I could give you more. Let me see. Give you more clarifying on those last 2 cards. I really do not believe this is a love reading. I'm trying to pull love from these cards, and I just don't see that right now. I just feel here you're sort of thinking about a past situation, and you're letting it go as quickly as you thought about it. Yeah, see, the conflict's over. I think you're done with it. I don't see this really taking up too much of your time here. Okay, I hope that was helpful. If you'd like a personal reading from me, my email is in the description box below. It's brooklyntarotnyc@gmail.com. I charge 1 flat rate for a full-length reading. The price is down below. There's really no time limit on the readings. It's just, it takes as much time as it needs. I don't really set a time limit there. So I hope you all have a great new year. You're happy and safe and healthy this year. And I will see you in February. Okay, bye.